Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, nice to meet you. My name is Mamie. If you are returning, welcome. Nice to see you again. Before I get into this video, I just wanted to say I'm very sorry that I didn't upload a YouTube video sooner, and I'm sorry that I didn't post any TikToks for about a month. Just some stuff happened in my personal life that, I'm obviously not going to discuss online, but it was straight up traumatic and really bad and genuinely was probably one of the worst things that could have happened to me, but I'm okay now and that's all that matters. I'm safe, everything is good, no need to worry, but basically I'm filming this on January 26th and January so far has been very difficult and I wanted to post sooner than this, but again, life just kind of kept throwing bad things my way and I wasn't able to do this, and this is the first time I have done a full face of makeup in slightly over a month. So I feel good. It feels good to be back, and I am going to try to upload more frequently in 2023, which is, I can't believe it's 2023, but this year I am going to try to upload a little bit more frequently, be a little bit more kind of reliable with like uploads. I'm gonna try to do at least one video a month. I think that that's a good goal. I was kind of doing that last year, but last year it was kind of more random, I suppose, but I was still able to make a good amount of content last year. Now I'm just talking and being anxious, but I really would like to release some new content this year, and I'm very thankful for everybody who watches and likes my video and subscribes to this channel. It really means a lot to me, like creating really makes me happy, so thank you. But let's get into this video, shall we? Alright, well hello everybody, time to get into the video. So I do have a little kind of script that I typed out just because I can't remember every single thing. So if my eyes veer over here, it's because my laptop is here. Again, I'm very sorry that I will not be making direct eye contact this whole video. I just like mentally can't just remember every single thing I need to say. Sorry. The neighbors, I don't know if that's going to pick up, but my neighbors were being loud, so hopefully they are quiet while I record. So a question that I frequently get, looking the way that I do, is how I have the confidence to dress this way in public. That is a pretty common question I get. I often have people asking me, like on TikTok and Instagram, do you have any suggestions for being less self-conscious or anxious about dressing goth or alternative in any way. This video really does apply to any alternative subculture where you can, dress different if you choose to. And yeah, I'm losing my train of thought a little bit. I'm sorry. It's been a bit since I sat down and recorded like an actual YouTube video. So it's been about since November, I think. But I do get asked that a lot, so I am going to go ahead and give you some suggestions. So my first word of advice when it comes to dressing goth in public settings, and when you're kind of nervous to do it, my first word of advice would be starting small. Begin going out with some more basic goth makeup on. I suggest starting with eyeliner. I also suggest watching makeup tutorials online. YouTube and even TikTok are really good for that. There's also reels on Instagram and Facebook, so there's makeup videos on so many different platforms now. I'm sorry, my neighbors just slammed their door. But I suggest watching makeup tutorials online just to nail, little basic things if you're newer to makeup. If you have experience with makeup but you're, self-conscious about wearing like a full, heavier face of makeup, you could just start small, maybe do eyeliner, eyebrows, maybe a little lipstick. My makeup style aesthetically has stayed pretty consistent since I was about 15 is when I guess I started developing the look that I have now. It wasn't always as dramatic, but it was never tame. Like, I've always been me, so it's never been like subtle. But I wasn't always super dramatic with it. So basically what I'm trying to say, please excuse me, I feel like I'm like ruining my own YouTube video because I haven't recorded in a while, but please bear with me. But over time, the more dramatic your makeup gets, the more used to it, because you get used to wearing, you know, a little bit edgy, and then edgier, and then edgiest, you know, when you're out in public. And then before you know it, after a couple of months of doing that, like, I'm just at the stage where I can walk out dressed like this and I'm not embarrassed or anxious. Sometimes I get a little bit anxious, but I just want to say there is no one foolproof secret, but these are my suggestions that have personally helped me and have personally helped some of my friends who ask for advice when it comes to stuff like this. But over time, you will get less self-conscious if you just go out, you know, and you can be gradual with it. That's what I suggest. So my second word of advice is to begin experimenting with accessories. I've got plenty of accessories on today. And I got my nails done yesterday and they look lovely. Thank you to Amira who did my nails. If she is watching this, thank you. So my second word of advice is just begin experimenting with accessories. You know, slowly incorporate chokers, fishnet, maybe fun pattern tights if you're a little afraid of fishnet. Or if you're like really young, you can get like cool pattern tights at like Walmart and Target and CVS even sometimes will have cool stuff. You know, if you're younger and watching this, you know, your parents understandably might not want you like wearing like fishnets or corsets or anything that they might view as inappropriate. But you know, you can try. If you are in a strict household, try to do what you can, you know, maybe try to buy stuff with your own money. Thankfully, my mom was always very accepting, so yeah, just begin experimenting with accessories. I started doing that as a baby bat in middle school. Combat boots, platforms, even like pointed toe shoes are really cute, like winkle pickers if you can find some, jewelry, really belts, like anything that could spice up your wardrobe that you could add to your outfit to make it, you know, a little bit funky, you know. You know, try to do that and go out like that. And, you know, sorry I keep playing with my bangs. It's like a little nervous habit. I can get anxious when I film occasionally. You could also put patches on a jacket or a vest or do some form of DIY to spice things up. I think that's a great idea. You know, go to the thrift store and you can customize stuff and, you know, wear that. Doesn't have to be name brand stuff. And my third and final word of advice is to remember that whatever you do in this life, there will always be people who won't accept you and will judge you. And there's no way to fix that, not to sound discouraging or pessimistic. No matter who you are as a person, there will be haters, so just remember that you have nothing to lose, right? You know, if you spend your whole life trying to people please, you're not going to be happy, you're not going to be fulfilled, you know? So it's important to understand that, especially if you're different in any way, shape, or form. It's very important to remember that, you know, unfortunately in life, there's always going to be people that don't like how you look or don't like who you are on the inside or don't like your personality or whatever, which I guess is how you are on the inside too. But there's always going to be haters, unfortunately, and especially if you stray from the norm, you're going to have more haters than the average person. But, you know, just remember that those people are probably insecure and they probably project, you know, onto you. And just to know that there's nothing wrong with you and, you know, keep being who you are on the inside. I promise it will bring you joy and you will slowly become less anxious looking the way you want to look. It just takes time and patience. But remember that as long as you are happy, that's all that matters. As long as you are happy and content and say, you know, I feel good dressing like this. You know, I like my hair, I like my makeup, I like my clothes. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if some random stranger at the grocery store doesn't like your clothes or your hair or your makeup or people at your school. You know, it's like, you can't please everybody. And I think that that's important, and I think that maybe the third point, the last point that I just made, actually might be the most helpful one for some people out there. Because when I realized that no matter what you do in life, like, I get hate comments. I've gotten a few threats in my day, you know, just for, I guess, looking the way that I look. I don't know, but it's also hard being a woman online sometimes because people are still misogynistic sometimes, and so I've gotten my fair deal of hate. I was bullied in school. I was never popular in school. And so for me, I'm thankful in a weird way that that was ingrained into my head early on, because now I can go out looking like this by myself and I don't have any complaints. Like, that's not the right word. I'm sorry, you guys, this video is a hot mess, but so am I. I said that my third word of advice was the final one, and that is not true. I lied. I didn't mean to. But my fourth and final word of advice is, you know, to go out in public, dress so that you want to. If you are nervous to go alone, bring some friends. You know, I love my friends, and I think friends are an amazing part of life. And I think that if you're nervous, you know, looking very alternative, or, you know, goth specifically for the sake of this video, you know, it's a great idea to go with some friends, or even one friend, you know, can be your support. And over time, you'll get comfortable owning you know, I can't speak, owning who you are, and, you know, just being yourself out in public alone. Like, now I can just go out like this. Like, I remember when I was like 13, I would be so terrified to go out where I lived in Georgia, because it was a conservative area, and people would scream at me from their cars. People would tell me I needed to find Jesus. People would tell me I'm gonna burn in hell. Like, all things I genuinely experienced just like looking this way, which is quite strange, that people can't keep that to themselves and not be hateful. I don't understand it personally, but I really hope that some of these tips help some of you guys at home. I'm sorry I rambled a lot. I'm sorry I had to, you know, read from my script. I'm sorry I'm sniffling. I kind of have a little cold, but I really hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, remember to like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified every time that I post a new YouTube video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. It's all just Mamie Hades. I will see you guys next time, and I really hope this video helps some of y'all at home. Alright, goodbye!